Hello, and welcome back to another Mario Tube 2 commentary by host Mario Tube 2. We're back at it again. Last commentary was hella long because I had a lot to explain, a lot to talk about. Um, Honestly, this week I don't know what I really want to. I have notes down, but for like my main topics, I was like, man, I really feel like I'm in a mood where I can save those topics for a different day and today just ramble about crazy stuff. And or do a follow up from last week. So yeah. The gameplay, I have no clue what it is. I didn't record anything as per as per usual. So whatever it is, I hope you're enjoying it. But to get to the point, I'm back home, baby. I'm back home, and it's weird. So I'll say I packed up my stuff. I left. I took like a 3-hour train up to central London. I met my mother, and we went all the way back to home. And man, coming back home was so weird. I came into my room. First of all, they decided to renovate the entire place the second I left. Our kitchen looks different, bathroom looks different, everything looks different. But when I came into my room, everything exactly the same. It was beautiful. So my room has this giant collage of this music posters of so many artists. Kanye, Pharrell Williams, Frank Ocean, Cardi, Travis, Childish Gambino, Kendrick Lamar, Ariana Grande, Bjork, or like so many artists. Back when I was 17 and I'm 19, I was so in 2024 when I was 17 to 18, I was so excited for adulthood. But before I can get into adulthood, I was like, man, I need to spend this last summer as a teenager having the most fun ever and just being silly as fuck. So I made this giant poster wall, and coming back home to it made me feel so like warm and safe inside. It's beautiful. I used to stare at this shit every single day, and obviously you guys can't see it, but I used to stare at this shit every single day because it was inspiring. It was a wall of musicians. I'm not gonna say I looked up to, but they creatively made something that spoke to me. They're geniuses. They're vocally insanely talented. Their production is insane. I always believe and I know that one day I can make something of their level, and I just wait. I cannot wait for that day. I'm nowhere near that day. I'm just a 90-year-old kid. All I have is a free version of FL Studio, GarageBand, and a guitar. But someday. But yeah, other than that, being home has been a bit weird because obviously now everything feels so awkward and different. First of all, recording music is so different now because back when I was in my apartment, I could just scream and yell and like sing wherever I wanted to sing and practice and do as many takes as I want. Now that I'm living in a place with 3 other people, now I have to be more conscious of what I say. I have to be more efficient with it. Because obviously, this house is not soundproof at all. You can hear everyone all the time. So, I now have to schedule my shit. I have to be like, okay, they're going out this day, so I should record at this time. Or, oh, they're downstairs now, and they're kind of busy talking, so I'm gonna go record now while they're downstairs talking. So, because if they come up upstairs, they're gonna obviously hear me way more clearly. Just stuff like that. And, in the meantime, I've just been writing lyrics down and getting all that finished. But yeah, it's good to be back home. And also, and on the other side, on the opposite side to the poster wall, it's just a bunch of my CDs that I left behind. Cause I have let me check. I'm on this side right now. I have 220 CDs, and I only brought like half of them because obviously packing. But it was nice seeing them too, alongside my old games and my plushes. I don't play video games anymore. It's so weird. Even my mother picked up on that. She said like, oh yo, like you don't even ask for like, you started asking for video game consoles like 5-6 years ago. I was like, yeah, it's just not my thing anymore. But to be honest, like video games are just like ass at this point. I don't think there's any like good video games that drop anymore, or any game that's like that interesting to me personally. What replaces video games for me? Music. I play music, I make music. That's what that feels more productive as well, making music and shit. Next year, I need to invest in an electric guitar. That is my biggest investment next year. They're not even that expensive, but I just need one. I just need an electric guitar. I want to make some fucking rock music, badly. I want to make some slacker rock shit. I said this last time though. Something piqued my interest. I was watching this video about how the internet. It's by Lemon. It's about how the internet has changed so much over the years, and you know, with that, I feel like it's so weird because, man, it's the more and more I think about it, the 2010s was something we took so for granted. Because the 2020s is ass. If I had to rate the 2020s, so far, I think 2021 was the best year, and then 2024, then 2020, then 2025, and then 2023. I missed out 2022. 2022 is like third or fourth. But overall, this decade has, halfway through, this decade has not been like great socially or economically. And honestly, I feel like the latter half of this decade, 2026 to 2029, I think is gonna be significantly worse. I think we're in like one of the last like decent, slightly above terrible, like decent years. Like there's no way it gets better from here. There's no way it gets better from here. I keep seeing people say, "Oh, we're gonna be going analog in 2026. I'm gonna be going analog. I'm using an iPod." iPods are digital devices. But anyways, it's just shit like that on Instagram. People just being stupid as fuck. They think analog is just old shit. That's not what analog is. So stupid. Anyway. Oh, all that shit. We're gonna bring back 2016. No, you're not. Gen Z cannot remake 2016. Only millennials could remake 2016 because millennials were actually funny. Gen Z is trash at being funny. But what was the meme of the year? 67? That shit ain't funny, bro. But jokes aside, yeah, this decade has been ass, and alongside that, the internet has been ass. Just everything's been like ass recently. But my life has been good, because when you get rid of that fucking screen, the stupid social media platforms, your life is better because you just do whatever the fuck you want to do, and be happy, and you know, be a productive member of society. But one of the things I really miss from the 2010s was that exploration period for me. And I'm gonna link it in with the internet. Obviously, in real life, I had a bunch of friends I was had amazing times with all the time. But that's every kid who did have friends in like elementary school. On the internet more specifically, that preteen phase for me, I was a preteen from like 2015 to 2018, 19. For me, 2015 to 2018, that era where I was being active on the internet. Before that, I would just be on YouTube and Google, just surfing around, just like kind of like watching stuff. I wouldn't really comment on any video. But 2015 onward, I started finding my own communities, started going on forums, started going on Google Plus and like Scratch and sometimes Skype and all these other websites and stuff like that. Really finding my people and my community, and it was so fun back in the day. And I realized in the 2020s, I haven't had that. In like 2021 was the last time I was part of like any real community. After that point, I just like stayed completely solo, and people just found me through my posts and stuff like that. It's been weird, but honestly, communities these days suck. I've tried to get involved. The thing is, a lot of them are on Discord. I fucking hate Discord. I hate that app. But the thing about Discord is that it's not that good either. Like I tried for my favorite artist, Trolley Cat. I tried joining a community and like being a part of it. The people there are born in like 2011. Some of them, ew. So they're fucking children, and then they're not even like fans of the person. They're fans of the aesthetic, and that's the issue with like a lot of modern shit, especially with music. People are just a fan of the aesthetic and like the image of the actual musician rather than the music. I try to speak to them about their music and they just say, "Oh, this is mid, this is bad, I don't really like that song. That song is garbage, what are you talking about?" The only stuff they like is like the very recent and new stuff. But it's like, he only dropped like 3 songs of that style very recently. But you've been a fan since like a year or two ago. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. There's other communities I want to join, but I've heard they're really bad as well. And again, I don't like being on Discord. That is some chronically online loser shit to me. I really don't like Discord. So, but again, I'm not like eager to like find a new community these days. It'll be nice, but again, would you ever be on the internet and talk to annoying people, or just go to a record store and have a conversation with a random person and then get their Instagram? It's just cooler to get their Instagram and just be friends with them from there. It's just better, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't really belong on the internet, so I don't really care much about that stuff. But even then, like, I feel like when you take the internet out of the equation, just society in general degraded. Like, society was so much better in the 2000s and the 2010s, the times where I was actually, like, active and alive. 2020s is so closed off. Like, everyone is so, like, everyone gatekeeps everything. Monoculture is dead. And you know what monoculture is. It's something that's universal. Like, everybody knows this movie. Everybody knows this hit song because it was played everywhere. It doesn't matter what genre it is. Everybody was playing it. We don't have that anymore. We really don't have that anymore. It sucks. It really sucks. But hey, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? All I can do is just yell into the microphone about it, or just shut the fuck up and keep doing what I want to do. You know? So yeah, I think that's it for this commentary. I just wanted to do a little ramble about how much times have changed in only like 5 years. And by the way, I don't believe that whole, COVID changed everything. I don't believe that. I've noticed something weird and different with society and people since like 2017, but it wasn't, I kind of ignored it for how, I stopped getting into trends and culture around that time because I wasn't feeling it. Like what people were getting like into. Eating Tide Pods and all that. I was like, no, this is kind of weird. But ever since 2017, there's been this weird downward spiral where every year has been like 2017, where it's like very weird and cringe and like very awkward. But every single year, it just gets worse and worse. So I don't think COVID really started that whole like, society sucks now. I think it just accelerated it because of quarantine. That's just my opinion though. Anyway, actually, before I go, my main channel, I haven't uploaded in like 6 months. Let's go. I'm uploading in January. Promise. If I don't, I will die. Second channel, I'll upload very soon. A Tetris channel, I need to record a lot of footage while I'm here for it. Because the set in my Tetris channel, it has always had the same set for the past 5 years, which is my bedroom. So I might as well keep it that way while I'm still here. I will be back in like my OG home pretty often. Every time I get like a haircut or something, I'll take a train up here. So I'll take the opportunity to record new stuff when I'm back up here. But for now, I have some footage to record. I have some music to record, some songs to write, and some graphic design posters to make. So without further ado, I'll get back to my stuff. And I hope you all are doing great and well. I will see you all next week. Yeah.